Ebusunya me say adia Kevin Taylor atna US for so many years went to me anya no. Okatakyie Afrifa mensa ko US and do 3 months try with me akwakoye. Endra and I say Okatakyie Afrifa mensa eko PM e Washington DC na omudi eye dwumadie be hye so a dwumadie no omo a omo host ni e fa omo CPAC na mamenka bibi kakra fa dwumadie no mfa ntwom ya mabo video no etie nsemo a Okatakyie Afrifa mensa no edito dwa. Ghana's own Okatakyie Afrifa mensa, chairman of the Generational Rights Protection Society and civil and human rights advocate, made a powerful remark at the Christian Persecution Summit hosted by CPAC, one of the biggest conservative gatherings in US, at the iconic Kennedy Center. Yeah. Standing among global leaders and human rights advocates, Okatakyie raised his voice for faith, freedom, and justice for all. So, okay, kwasi ya. Basically, no, dwumadie bi atene se omudi ya na human rights for any ade be kasa ye fa. Niam yakoso ewo Sudan, Nigeria, any other countries ye kunkum Christofo no, especially Sudan. Na atene se ye fro Okatakyie Afrifa say, ombre am kasa mfa ho na busua say
like livelier revival music. That's what I'm going to request. Hannah, can we have revival music? Don't put these. I want you to share with us what has to be done from a protecting these places of worship internationally and in your continent.
Right. Thank you, Mrs. First of all, I think we must acknowledge the courage that our brothers have shown in the face of these crimes being perpetrated against them for the faith they believe in. I think we must give it up for our brothers. Let's put our hands together for them. Now, Mercedes, with that said, I just want to draw our minds to the point that all throughout human history, anytime the church has been under attack, it is the church that defends itself. So Christendom should not be positioned to be some sort of a weak link for the other people to be emboldened that they have some monopoly over violence and they will continue to persecute the Christian faith. But with that said, I believe that governments, especially on the African continent, have a social contract with the people, a constitutional mandate to protect the people. So nobody should be left untouched if they perpetrate this crime against people who believe in their faith. So first of all, I call on the African continent, the governments of the African continent, the African Union, because in the African Charter for Human and People's Rights, it is enshrined the freedom of worship. So why are they not doing anything? If they will not do anything, I believe America has always been the big brother who is always championing. America must impress on these governments, and international bodies must equally impress on these governments to do the right thing to protect the Christian faith. Other than that, the Christian faith must defend itself at all means possible.
Well, I mean, it actually brings up a great point, which is accountability, Christy. So walk me through in terms of these areas where you have these authoritarian governments, you have the Islamic militants. It's all about money too, because they're trying to get these rare minerals in Africa at the cost of the lives. I've seen these videos over and over again of these innocent men, women, and children where they are beheaded. They have to give up their Christian name. If you don't give up your Christian name, you are slaughtered. To what point is that fixable? Is that possible to get to a point that we're being able to protect Christians in these areas, but also, knowing that that we're not alone in this fight? Because I almost feel like Americans they're not aware of this issue that's happening.
Right, so you made a point to the effect that authoritarian leadership and jihadists and all these people perpetrating crime. What we've not averted our minds to is that the persecution of the church is equally an existential threat to even democracy. Because wherever the church has been weakened, democracy does not thrive.
Right.
So I believe that all government that believes in democracy must come to the defense of the Christian faith. Now, with that said, it leaves us, the Christians, with only one thing. There's a hymn when I was sitting down, it kept ringing. Onwards, Christian soldiers marching us to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. I don't want Christians to start. I like what he said, that we must be vigilant, but we must not be afraid. I think it is time that all Christians across the world must rise up and speak against this criminal dastard act being perpetrated by these criminals and cowards who believe that their existence is the extension of the Christian faith. I think we must go back to our militancy of the Christian